Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Wednesday, June 26th, and we are here trying to help you make better or less bad financial decisions. We do that by encouraging you to do just a little bit of work. Go to our website, jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and write us a note. And if you'd like to join us live, which I do think is a much richer and better experience, check the box. Mark does everything else because, as I've said many times, he is by far the best executive producer in the entire world. Yay, Mark. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and introduce our guest because I love when a guest has an accent. It's very excellent. This is Martin, who's on the line from New England. Hi, Martin. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning.
What's going on? How can we help you out?
I recently sold, 2 years ago, sold my business. I've got 1 year left of my workout, and I'm looking at what I'm going to do after that. I'd like to think about another career that might include having to reduce my income, and I'm wondering whether I should use some of my buyout money to pay off my mortgage and whether that's a good idea.
Oh, I usually don't like to talk about paying off mortgages. So let's do some details first. Martin, how old are you?
I am 62.
Okay. And are you married?
I am.
And spouse is how old?
63.
See, that was a trick question. You had to think about that. Do you guys have kids?
Yeah, but they're all offhand and moved on.
Great. So kids are launched. And right now at age 62, let's go through some of the money that you have. Mm-hmm. So you sold the business, and how much are you going to earn for the next year from this workout?
Around 120,000 as an income, but the actual payout or buyout isn't contingent on anything other than me seeing out my 3-year contract. So.
Okay. So did you get some lump sum and then you get it a little bit at a time?
Yeah, so there's another 200,000. There's 300,000 that's been paid out. There's another 200,000 to come this July and next July.
Is your wife working or not working right now? Was she in the business with you?
She works in the business with me. Yes.
Okay. And what about her income?
She's on 45,000.
Okay, so it's 120 in income for you, 45 for her, 100 grand this July, 100 grand next July. Mm-hmm. And now let's get into what have you saved so far. So do you want to start with the non-retirement or retirement, whatever's at the top of your list?
Yeah, non-retirement isn't significant. It's probably 15,000, 20,000. And we did, you're not going to like this, we did cash in initially to buy the business, some of our pension. My wife has 50,000, 60,000 in a pension fund. I've probably got 20, 25. And just to add to the complications, we do have access to our UK pensions.
So when you say pension, are you using that the way that we talk about pensions or the British? In other words, are these 401ks or are these actual cash pension plans?
No, they're 401ks here.
Okay, got it. And in the UK, the pension, is that reflected as a lump sum or a monthly or annual amount?
It's a monthly amount, and for both of us, it's about £10,000 a year. It's like 20,000 for both of us, total for the year. So it's not, it's something nice to have coming in.
And are you going to move back to the UK? Or are you staying here?
No, I'm going to stay here.
Okay. And what about you are entitled to Social Security as well, right?
Yes.
So then we've got the non-retirement, we've got some retirement money. How much is the house worth?
Around 450,000.
Okay. And you want to stay there because we're not talking about paying off a house that you're going to move from. So what is the mortgage remaining right now?
180.
What is the interest rate?
3.5.
Okay. No, you're not paying that off. So just to be clear about that, no, that's not happening. So you already received one payment. And what did you do with that one payment?
I've got that split, so there's it's actually 350,000. So there's 100,000 that I put in with into the stock market through a manager, and then the rest at the moment is in CDs, and they're all at 5%.
All right, let's talk about the manager. You like the manager? You don't like the manager? Like, where are you with this person?
Um, yeah, he's still on probation, so
I
I'm not.
love that. We'll see. He's on a wait and see. How do you pay him?
Just it's a small management fee. It's like 1%. It's not crazy.
1%. Who's taking your business of 1% of 100 grand?
Well,
That already makes me nervous. What is this person buying for you? Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, exchange traded funds? What's the nature
uh,
of the 100 grand?
yeah, we went safe. So there's some mutual funds and some bonds in there.
Okay. Is this all the money that we have? So I just want to make sure we got, the 15 or 20 grand that sounds like safe money. There's some money in 401ks, 50, 60, 70 grand between the two of
Mhm.
two of you. The UK pension, we've got 100 grand in stocks, another 200 grand in CDs, plus you'll be receiving 100 this summer, another 100 next summer. And then
Correct.
next year, will both of you stop working?
We can't stop working with that sort of income. It's. I think it's what it's provided is secure. Little security that we didn't
Mm-hmm.
have. So yeah, it's an unknown because if I leave, what will happen as
Right.
far as
That's what
wife's.
I'm wondering. Like, if it's
Yeah.
like, is it a package deal? If you were to look at the way you're spending right now,
Hmm.
okay, tell me about your monthly or your annual spend. What does it look like? How much do you spend?
7,000, 8,000 a month.
And if you were going to call it quits next year and you were going to earn some money doing something else,
Yep.
how comfortable are you that at like what level do you think you'd like to count on to work for a few more years, at least until your social security kicks in? What would that amount be, do you think?
Yeah, I've had in mind like 80,000, but that would also mean my wife, either carrying on in her position or finding another job.
How do you think she feels about that?
She'd like to carry on in the job she's got. I'm not. She would go out and work, but I'd prefer that she starts to enjoy some retirement time.
What other aspects of your financial life do we not know about yet?
That's about. We've got a little bit of student loans still to pay off, but that's down to like about $10,000. It's not significant, so that's sitting out there from our children.
What's
Um,
the interest rate on those loans?
Yeah, there's a mixture of interest rates. So there's some that are pretty low, and there are others that are, higher in the sevens and eights.
Get rid of those.
Okay.
Just get rid of them. I mean, if it's a 7 or 8, obviously that's more than your CD rates.
Hmm.
So so when in July, when you get your 100 grand, first thing, just pay off the student loans. Be
Yeah.
done with that. So what I think is I'm sensing from you, just in the decisions you've made so far and the question that you really came to us with, which is, should I pay off my mortgage? So you are generally risk averse ish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so obviously, if you're risk averse ish, then the easiest thing to do is to just keep working. And if you said you're going to make 80, you do that for however long you want to do that. Now, when will the UK pension kick in? When do we get that extra 20 grand a year?
67 again.
Okay.
So
So at age 67, when you have that 20 and then you have your social security income from both of you, then of course the numbers look pretty good, right? You'll probably get what you need out of I mean, have you basically been earning this amount of money together for the last number of years? Is this
yeah,
reflect about where you've been?
yeah, more or less. Yeah.
So that kind of gets you pretty close to where you need to be. The thing is, I'm not so sure. So at 67, will the UK pension automatically kick in? Because you could, if you like to work and if you're happy at your 80K, it might actually make more sense for you to wait until you're 70 as long as you're both in good health. Is there any health issue that either of you has?
No, not currently.
Are you like a good, like you're like, I want her to stop working, but do you want to keep working? How do you feel?
I would like to take the foot off the gas a little bit, but yeah, I want to continue to work.
Because I think that what might be a smart way to proceed would be the money that comes in this July. I think you take you take the money, pay off the student loans. Whatever is left, you add to an account. I'm not saying you should stay with this manager. I'm not putting that there. I'm just saying between the 100 you have there, and now let's say you put 90 into this account, then that should be in a balanced portfolio, some stock exchange traded or mutual funds, some bond exchange traded or mutual funds. Fine. The CDs, how have you laddered them? When do they start to come due?
One's this September and two at the moment are end of December.
You know, it's a weird thing. I know you felt good about these because it was like, it was safe, it was fine. But of course, we missed the market in this, and you're a long-term investor. So what amount of money would make you feel safe to have just, would it be 100 grand that you feel like, okay, that's enough for me to feel like comfortable with? Is that is that the number for you?
Yeah, 150 perhaps.
Okay. So maybe, you put the new money to work in the stock, let's call it the brokerage account. Okay. Again, not saying you have to stay with the manager, but in some account.
Yep.
Then when your CD comes due in September, you're going to try to renew that, and you're going to try to extend it. You're going to try to get a longer term because you're not going to get 5.25% again. It's going to be lower. Okay. Yep. And so you'll probably want to have that there for a couple of years. So make that, just say, I think no more than 2 years, because who knows what's going to happen, but it's safe, right? So have that. Okay. Next, the December one comes due. You can re-up, say 50 of that, but then put the other 50 in the brokerage account. We need to get your money working harder for you. And those 401ks, where are those held? Do you still have them? Are they active? Are you contributing?
Two of them are active. Two are sort of sitting there, just
plodding along.
Oh yeah, hopefully plodding along. Yeah.
Okay. And how much are you contributing to them?
I am contributing around $650, $700 a month into mine currently.
And your wife?
Half of that.
Okay. Based on those contributions and your general spending, you feel comfortable, or like, is it okay right now? There's no other debt. There's nothing else that's creeping up on us, right?
No, we're pretty good shape, really.
You are. So what I think is there's two parts of this. One, I want to get you guys invested a little bit more consistently. And, the cash always feels good, but I want to make sure, like, we want you to live for 30 more years, and we want your money to be able to grow faster than the inflation rate. And so we need to get you a little bit more focused on that. First question of, should I take my next tranche of the business sale and pay off the mortgage? The answer is no, because I don't want to use up your liquidity. That mortgage, when is it going to get paid off? How long a mortgage term was that when you took it out?
Yeah, that was 30. I bet we're, I don't know the number off my top of my head, but I bet we're sort of
halfway.
Slightly south of 20 left, so 18, something like that.
That's fine. Let's just keep using that. That's fine. It's okay. I know that you want that security, but I don't really know whether or not you can live with this. So you may hear this advice and say, who cares what she says? I'm going to pay off this mortgage. It would be a bad financial decision, because we need access to your money. You don't have that much liquidity. And I think that it's important not to use that money up to pay down the mortgage, because then if you did need to tap money, you don't have it, and you want to stay in this house, and we don't want to force a sale. So I would not pay it off. I would get your money working more consistently. I would make sure that you have enough money in cash so that you don't lose sleep at night. So for you, you said that's 150. And let's maybe as these things come due, shoot us a note and say, here are my options, and we can help you out with that. And
Okay.
then I think it could be interesting for you to pop into your friendly Social Security office and look at the numbers, what it would look like for you to wait until you're 70 years old before you claim Social Security. I have a feeling that if you were to do that, and I presume that your wife would, claim on her record and then move to your record, because I think half of yours might be more than all of hers, but you should talk to them and see what that looks like. It might be kind of cool for you to do that because perhaps the Social Security when you're 70, which is not that far away, is going to be ample. And what I would do between now and then is if you're working and you're making 80 grand and she stops working, the first thing I would do is to help your cash flow. I would not put money into your 401ks. Okay. I would just keep that money to yourselves, use that. And if we needed some extra money, you could slowly start to pull some of the money out of your retirement accounts, those 401ks, and use that for cash flow. But I really need to know that age 70 number for Social Security to see if it works. Because I just have this sneaking suspicion if you wait till 70 plus your UK pension money, I think you're there. And then the rest of your money just grows for you. And I think that could work.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I'm not going to fight that one.
All right, great. How about because are you, I know you've been here for a while, but is there any weird thing with estate planning that you have to worry about having documents here versus prepared in the UK? You're both citizens of the US, or are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got your documents in place?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you miss most about not living in the UK?
Family and the soccer.
You mean football. What about the scones? I don't think you can get a really good scone here.
Yeah, no, you're correct.
Are they right? There is no such thing. Even if they say it's clotted cream, somehow or other it's not. I don't know what it is, but that's what I would say.
Got clotted cream scones and strawberry jam. Yeah.
Oh, strawberry jam. Now, Mark, you ready? You thinking about Wimbledon when Martin says that? Sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, Martin, we're going to let you go. Hey, thank you so much for joining us, and let us know about what you decide. I think you can probably get on without this person at 1% as a fee,
Okay.
but if it gives you some comfort, maybe as you start to familiarize yourself with managing money yourself, that's fine too. But 1% is not going to kill you. It's just, it's probably this person's not doing that much for you, for your 1%, except managing the money, which could be done, at Vanguard, at Fidelity, at Charles Schwab, at any of these places for cheaper. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Good luck to you, man.
Thanks so much.
My pleasure. Martin from New England, missing his scones, missing his football, missing his clotted cream and strawberry jam. It's true. Anyway, if you have a financial question, if you've gotten lucky enough, like Martin and his wife, to sell a business and you're thinking about your next endeavor and you're trying to navigate your life, get in touch with us. You can just go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, write us a note, and let us know if you want to come on the air by checking the box. While you're on the website, check out our YouTube show called Jill on Money, powered by the Compound. And don't forget, you can subscribe to this program on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. We would like you to try to lift someone up today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.